Morimens is pretty easy to get into, but there are a bunch of secrets new players might regret not figuring out. Here are 10 things beginners need to do in Morimens so you don't miss out like I did. So you just started the game. The first thing you're probably wondering is which standard character banner to pull on. And the answer is all of them. Even as a free-to-play player, you'll get loads of pure cores, and you'll be happy to know that no standard banner is a waste. In fact, if you're extra lucky, you might just pull a limited character from one of them. Having a diverse roster of characters matters a lot in Morimens because D-Zone is an endgame mode that requires a whopping 19 characters. My advice? Try pulling a couple of characters from at least 2 realms to begin with. By the way, never convert silver into pure cores. Save silver for limited banners that require luminous cores. If you need help deciding which characters are best for you, you can actually try them out first. Tap Records on the main lobby and then tap the icon on the bottom left. From here, you can try each character's trial. The Permanent tab is for standard characters, the Faded Legacy tab is for 1.x limited characters, and the Astral Rain tab is for 2.x limited characters. Every trial in the Permanent tab gives you extra pull currency, so they're definitely worth checking out. In the early game, while the story is still easy, try not to get too comfortable with one team like I did. This may come as a surprise, but the story mode of Morimens is genuinely challenging. Try out different combinations of characters and realms to get a feel for what works and what doesn't. Even free characters can be really useful in the right team, so don't count anyone out. While you're experimenting, you should start tapping everything. Tap your team to understand your buffs and debuffs, the enemy to learn what they're about to do, these funny realm gauges above your characters, everything. Not sure what a card is talking about? Tap the text. Morimens is pretty good about providing information if you click the right spot. But seriously, tap those realm gauges because I've seen way too many people say they didn't realize you could tap here to annihilate a card from Ultra Space, or here to use the Crimson Furnace for healing, or here to change your tentacle stance. While you can earn some materials to level up your characters in the interludes menu, the best way to stock up on materials is by completing events. Tap the upper banner in the bottom left of the main screen to get to the events section to check out what's going on there. Sometimes there are a couple of events because old ones rerun pretty frequently. If you see Free Unlock event, you should click on it, ignore the warning that it may contain spoilers, and then not read the story. The reason is that event stories that aren't currently running cost reality verges to unlock, and you only get 1 every day from your daily quests, or 3 if you pay a little. Unlocking them while they're free will allow you to enjoy more story more quickly, unlike me who took the spoiler warning too seriously and missed out on a few free unlocks because of it. The golden button, the limited time event, does not contain any story but may contain some spoilery enemies on occasion. Do the level that's most appropriate for you, or bring a friend's strong support character to help you out. Once you've completed an event stage once, you can reenact it, allowing you to get the rewards as much as you like without replaying it. After that, it's as easy as spending your event currency in the event shop. You may have noticed that you can change which character appears on your lobby screen, but did you know you can also display any CG in the game? Head to Library, then tap Media to check out everything you've unlocked. The first tab has CGs, the second has backgrounds you can display behind your chosen character, and the fourth lets you set any event background you participated in as your wallpaper, as long as you unlock it with reality verges first. You can also change your background music by going to Library and then Phonograph. The next couple of tips are huge for story enjoyers. On the main menu, tap Handbook, then tap the book icon on the left. This will bring up a recommended story reading order, which is absolutely vital as many important chapters are spread out across side stories. I don't know why The Color of Blood is recommended after Chapter 2 though. You should definitely read that one after Chapter 6. While going through the story, you'll notice event nodes and exploration stages. Other roguelike games trained me to pretty much ignore these, as there tends to be a lot of repetition in the genre, but in Morimens, these are actually all unique. Some of these events even contain important character or plot moments. Read all the exploration events, they're genuinely really cool. Last story tip for now, check the communicator regularly. This is the typewriter icon located on the left side of the main lobby. For the longest time, I ignored this as I had pulled a lot of characters early on and got messages for them that I feared would be spoilers. However, the communicator is also full of messages you'll receive from characters after certain events take place in the main story. Check it regularly, and if you've met a character before, you should definitely read what they have to say. But if there's one thing you should make sure you do in Morimens, it's this. Once per month, you can spend free currency to buy something incredible. From the main menu, tap Mythag Shop, then Exchange Store, then tap the Sediment tab. Here, you can find a couple of important items: Prototype Horizon and Time Loop Copy. Prototype Horizon allows you to grant a free duplicate to any character you own, even limited ones. Hold on to these until you know best who to use them on, but you should probably avoid using them on standard characters. Time Loop Copy functions similarly, but can be used to grant a free duplicate for any Wheel of Destiny, which you can think of as a character's weapon. If you have to choose between them, definitely prioritize the Prototype Horizon. To obtain Sediment, you just need to pull on any banner. That includes standard banners. Thanks for watching until the end of my very first video on this channel. I'm Linasera, and my goal is to make the games I love as easy as possible for new players to get into. And I'm starting with Morimens.